Hello and welcome back to the Casual Chaos Podcast. I'm your host, Jay Ash, joined as always by Jeff and Bubba. What is up, fellas?
How's it going, Jay Ash? How you doing today?
I'm doing great. I got a little pep in my step.
I was going to say, you sound like you're in a good mood today, my man.
Yeah, was it the 25-foot birdie that you rolled in?
It was a 25-foot birdie I rolled in today, but it was also the fact that this is our 20th pod. They tried to cancel us. We said no. We came back 19 times. We're here for the 20th episode, 8 o'clock Thursday night, August 7th, I believe.
Yep.
And we got football on.
Oh, it's all coming together. It's glorious. How are you guys?
Hanging in there, man.
Yep. Great.
Yeah? All right. Good to hear. Good to see.
Happy about 20, though. It's crazy. We've been doing this for almost 5 months.
I know.
Yeah, it's been a blast.
Yeah, it's 140 episodes in dog years. So if you're wondering and you haven't been partaking in one of these 20 or at least 19 previous illustrious, fantastic, number one rated podcasts, welcome in. This is the Casual.
Wink. Yeah,
yes,
wink.
This is the Casual Chaos Podcast. We are the sports wagering community. You can follow us on all the socials at Casual Chaos Live, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, X. If it's a social, we are out there and on it. These podcasts are up on YouTube, on our YouTube channel, Casual Chaos Live, Spotify, Apple, wherever you pod. But this podcast is for the people, about the people who enjoy sports wagering, all kinds of action, all kinds of sports, even hockey, even though it's not hockey season. We're looking to talk about it all, but you already heard Bubba say, football's on right now. Football's on the TV. You got the preseason games going. You got the Ravens, the Colts, Eagles, Bengals. There's a lot going on tonight. So what do you guys got on the TV right now at 8:01 p.m.?
I got Ravens, Colts on. Ravens are in the red zone, 3rd and 10.
Oh.
And picked off. Perfect.
Oh, Cooper Rush.
Yeah, I got the multi-view, so I got both games on at the moment. I mean, look, let's be honest. Not that these, we all know these games don't mean shit, but it's still better than watching nothing. So,
is it better than watching the UFL?
yes.
Is watching nothing better than UFL?
No, I would say no.
Yeah, I'd say no.
We might need a poll.
Well, you just got one. You're down 2-1. So
Okay. How many minutes of the UFL did you watch this year?
20 minutes.
No, I watched more than that.
I watched 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I watched 0 minutes.
Yeah.
Not
Look, man, if there's nothing on, if the Yankees aren't on and there's nothing on and UFL is on, I'll throw it on as background noise, you know.
And Jeff had him in his bragging rights a few times, so that explains it.
Yeah.
You know, why he would pay attention.
I'm going to go dig through ESPN 8 the Ocho before I get to the UFL. that's just one guy's opinion. So, all right. Well, normally this is where we would jump into talking tickets, but after some discussion and, again, having 19 of these under our belts, we're pros, so we know what the audience likes. There's been a little bit of, hey, too much baseball, guys, too much baseball wager talk. So we're gonna put a pause, if you want, talking tickets for a week.
F you, Murph.
Yep. We're gonna put a pause on talking tickets this week. We're still getting tickets in. We want people to interact. We want people to send us their plays, all plays, preseason football, baseball, WNBA, whatever you want. We're here. We're not doing the segment. We're probably gonna take another week off, and we'll bring it back. We've got some good UFC coming up, et cetera. So again, keep sending in your plays, keep sending in your tickets. We're going to reformat this segment a little bit. We're into August now, so we're going to start teasing a little bit. In 2 weeks, we're going to have, in 3 weeks, we're going to have a full NFL gambling preview show. Might even break that up into 2 pods, depending on length. So stay tuned for that. We're also going to announce in 2 weeks, a special, let's call it moving forward of the Casual Chaos Live channel and the podcast. So just a little tease. We got some exciting things, going to change the game a little bit. And I think you're going to be really excited if you're listening to the pod of what we got coming, because it's It's never been done before. We're going to be trailblazing. So we're excited.
I guess we got to be careful to say never been done before, but we haven't found anything. That's for sure. So,
yeah, I mean, unless you're into the Marvel universe where there's all kinds of jumping around, who's to say it hasn't been done in a different universe at this point in time?
Exactly.
Maybe where the Fantastic Four is right now, but to our knowledge, it's never been done before, and it's never been done by us, right? So
there you go. That counts.
Yeah, so it's the casual chaos way or the highway as far as I'm concerned. So did I mention this is our 20th episode?
No. How many?
Okay.
20?
This is our 20th episode.
All right.
It's exciting.
It's exciting stuff. Yeah.
It is. All right. Well, we started talking about preseason football. It's on the TV. Might as well talk about it.
Well, it actually was big news today. I'm sorry. What are we going to start with?
No, I was just going to say what is a topic for us? Any news, anything you guys are following? So you said there's big news. Let's just jump into it.
Yeah. So last week I mentioned that I was high on San Diego. Also Denver, by the way, another sneak peek for you guys. But but did you guys hear Slater got hurt today? He's down for the year. Their tackle.
Did he?
Yeah,
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, he tore his patella tendon, so he's done for the year. So their line's a bit of a mess outside of Joe Alt.
Every single NFL fan right now, this is the time where everybody's got their fingers crossed and their head up praying, because my phone's going off with Bucs guys getting hurt left and right. So whatever team that you follow, you're getting notifications. It's like you're going to get one every single day with a guy going down, whether it's they're out for weeks, the whole season, a couple days. But, these guys can't seem to – a lot of guys cannot seem to, not stay healthy.
It's a rough game,
I just saw the starting safety for the Texans got carted off today too.
Yeah. I mean, that probably explains why I'm looking at this game right now, and they don't even have Lamar Jackson and pads, or he's just in street clothing right now, because that's how important he is. I mean, they can't risk it, right?
No, I hear you.
Yeah,
I hear you.
Which is why.
Go ahead.
Sorry. Go ahead, Bubba. Go ahead.
I was going to say that, and that's one of the reasons I think, you see the Bucs went out and got Teddy Bridgewater, right? Like, our backup was Kyle Trask. At least Bridgewater can get in there and give us a little bit of a chance. But let's say Baker goes down, we had nobody. We had nobody to back us up. So you'll see a signing like that. I think they gave him a couple $1 million to, for a year to come in, and he's a veteran, so he knows how to do it. But it's got to have depth. You got to have depth in this league.
Lamar's got a hat on backwards, and it's not connected.
Yeah, right? That's new.
So
I
they're so worried about him getting a head injury, they don't even want him to tighten his hat.
On the other side of the coin, you got the Bengals who played their starters in the first quarter.
That's the other thing. You're right, Jeff. Spot on. In the third preseason game, do you just let them play the whole game?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's legit Russian roulette. Literally, Burrow's been hurt every preseason of his career, so you're going to throw him out there. Yeah, he probably needs some reps, but let's not get crazy.
Yeah, I'd like him to stay out there tonight because I got him in a parlay. But yeah,
it wasn't just him. Chase was out there too. I mean, they scored 14 points. I imagine they're done now because we're getting into the second, so I imagine they're done. But like we said though, they've had they've been prone to very slow starts. So maybe the coach finally said enough with this crap. We're going to try to change things up. So
this is just all commentary at this point and opinion-based stuff, right? But we've heard for years, in a collective bargaining agreement, all the negotiations, right? Less practice, less hitting at practice. They've really dialed back the amount of contact during the season, preseason, et cetera. But a majority of these injuries, I shouldn't say all of them, a majority of these injuries coming out of camp are non-contact injuries, which are always the worst, right? That's where you do an Achilles, that's where you do a knee, et cetera. It's the biggest double-edged sword because, Jeff, I know you'll agree with me, but the reality is you don't get better at football if you're not playing football. Yeah. And if you're not getting the reps, you're just not getting better or more productive. Without contact, you forget how to tackle. Without contact, you don't remember how to take a hit. So it's a rough sport. And this time of year is, to your point, Bubba, it's just everything is cringeworthy. Every play, every moment of practice. Please don't get hurt. All these guys that are in their early
and guys
30s,
are trying to win positions too, right?
Yeah,
like a lot of rookies are going down because they're busting their ass trying to win a spot. So to your point, it's just it's a double-edged sword. Like, do you go hard? Do you not? And then when you do, there's consequences. So.
Yeah, and the sad thing though is it bleeds into the regular season, right? I mean, the quality of play in the first 2 or 3 weeks of the regular season is bad
Horrible.
as it's ever been.
Yeah.
It's so bad, But it is what it is, and there's still, I mean, the NFL is still trying to add that 18th game.
I will say though,
Ridiculous.
these 2 preseason games tonight, the over's going to hit. They're scoring some points. They're putting some points up.
Yeah.
So it's just strange because they were both in the mid-low 30s, the totals, and I think both of them are close to 20 something points. It's not even a half yet. So
yeah, the in that Philly game they got 21, and the Eagles are already they're like in the red zone again. So
yeah,
I was gonna call this out. I started doing some research on the stats. I got sidetracked, but I think the overs hit a majority. Even the lines are always set lower, right? A lot of these games are in the mid 30s. But I think it's pretty common knowledge that the offenses execute a little bit better than the defenses, especially if those have new defensive coordinators, new schemes, new packages, teams going from 4-3 to 3-4, things like that. And then the veterans on the defenses typically aren't playing as much. So you have a lot of younger guys, younger signal callers, et cetera. So it takes a week or two. The first 2 weeks of preseason are typically overdriven because, you're breaking runs, some special teams,
right.
QBs throwing deep, receivers breaking late, that type of stuff. So,
yeah, we already had a punt return in that Ravens game.
Yep.
So let me ask you a question, Ash. What's your thoughts about Parsons and his holdout?
My thoughts are I try not to think about it. Only because I don't listen to talking head media anymore. I happen to be at lunch with the family at Walk-Ons, friend of the pod, Walk-Ons, soon to be sponsor. And it was just, everything was on at the same time. The Stephen A show was on, the FS1 show was on, and they were all talking about the same thing. Jerry's talking about, I bought the Cowboys on a handshake deal. Fucking who cares?
They won't be great until they will not be great until he's gone.
No, listen, there's a big documentary coming out. And he's got his hands in it, but man, like, it was Jimmy's team. I don't even want to get into it, but he's done nothing but just, run an incredible business, build the most valuable franchise in professional sports.
Well, football anyway.
Yeah, an amazing stadium, the whole 9 yards. But dude, your negotiating tactics are a little bit outdated. I'm sure you're going to get a deal done with the guy. But Jeff, my overall take is I hate the back and forth. Well, he's under contract. Everybody's under contract. Everybody's always, these holdouts are not new. I had, Hubert texted me. He's like, imagine, making that much money and just not coming to work. It's like, yeah, I get it, man. But the reality is this is not new. It's day one shit. This is how these guys negotiate. They go into this last year of the contract. They expect to get paid. And Jerry shouldn't be talking to a player one-on-one without his agent. And it's great you did a handshake deal 40 years ago for the Cowboys, and then you executed Tom Landry. Great. It's got nothing to do with the fact that you talked to a player. You thought you were getting a contract. He thought he was having a conversation, and you haven't talked to the agent still. So do I think they're going to get a deal done? I don't, really. I don't think he's going to get an extension.
Okay. So I think he'll absolutely get an extension. I just don't know if it'll happen before the start of the season. I mean, we saw them go 2 games without Emmett way back when, right? So Jerry's not afraid to go into the season without a star, right? So we'll see what happens. But there's no way that Parsons will not be a Cowboy next year, in 26. So they'll get something worked out. And here's the thing, though, and you've heard me say this a million times about him. He's a great player. He's small, and he wears down every year. He either gets hurt or he just gets worn down by the end of the season, right? So if you look at his stats in the first half of the year and the second half of the year, they're so different, right? I mean, he's like the best player in football the first half of the season. Second half of the season, he struggles, to put it lightly, right? It's why I'm a little bit dubious of Carter, with the Giants, also from Penn State. They're both very similar in size. And if you watch them play at Penn State, they play, it's eerily similar the way they play. You know what I mean? So we'll see what happens there. But I'll be shocked if they don't get a deal. I mean, when has Jerry ever lost like a, you know what I mean? When has he ever let like a primetime star go? He doesn't do it, so.
No, but I think Jerry's lost his fastball a little bit, just a little. You know what I mean? I mean,
you think they haven't been in the NFC Championship game in like 25 years?
I think
I don't think he ever had a fastball as a GM. That's the problem. That just goes back to the Jimmy thing. Go ahead, Bubba.
I was going to say I just don't think he changes the outcome of their season. So maybe Jerry Jones has got a new fastball. And he just doesn't give a shit. I don't know.
Well, I agree with Jeff in the sense of Micah Parsons wants to get paid. If he holds out the whole season, he's not getting paid, right? So whatever, what's he do this year, right? Whatever he's due this year, if he doesn't step on the field, he's not going to get it. Do they break camp without a deal because they're still negotiating next year's deal? If they still haven't talked to his agent, which is what the reports still are.
Yeah, but Rock Nation refuted that. I mean, they put out a statement refuting that. So
I thought they refuted that there wasn't a deal done for another player, not the Micah Parsons.
No, I think it was something about like, because it was like there was something out there about like that Jerry refuses to talk to them or like he was refusing to talk to them. And they basically said it's not, it's complete nonsense. I mean, that was the end of the statement,
Right.
So, yeah.
Well, listen, I mean, the point of this podcast is to talk about gambling. So the gambling odds with the Cowboys, that over under, there's a reason why the over under is 7.5 or 8.5, depending on the book you're looking at. And again, I don't want to shit on our preview in a couple of weeks, but I don't know if I'm firing on the over. I can tell you that as a fan, it's not good.
I'm not a Cowboy fan, as you know, and the fans will learn. But
I'm taking the over.
I think the over's coming in too. I got a good feeling about them this year. I mean, look, it'll all come down to Dak. Obviously, if Dak stays healthy, they'll win games.
They've got the, if not the best, the second best wide receiver room in the league. So if he can just have a decent year, they're going to put points up. They're going to get 9-10 wins, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't disagree.
Yeah, Jay-Z. He's like, I don't want to. He's like, you're jinxing it.
I'm going to point out three things.
Well, division, right? Number one.
Yeah, of course.
They lost their best offensive lineman. He no longer plays for the team. Their quarterback is coming off of multiple leg injuries last season. And Jeff, you could take your Hofstra uniform out of the closet and put it on, and you might be able to compete with the three running backs they have. All right.
Can I get like a month to get in shape?
I'll give you 2.
You can come in week 2.
Yeah. So
well, look. I mean, again, I did mention that. Obviously, Dak is the key, right? I mean, he's. Yeah. I don't know. It looked like I froze there for a second, but Dak is the key. So if he stays healthy, they'll win games. I think. I mean, like Bubba said, the receivers are way too good. Like you mentioned last week, I expect Pickens to have a huge season. People are going to, I mean, the Steelers did him no favors playing in the offense he played in with them, right? And he still made fantastic plays.
He's going to get a lot of targets.
Yeah, if the Cowboys utilize him the way he should be utilized, he's going to put up a monster season. So,
my only thing, guys, with it is you got to be able to run the ball, throw the ball. So if they can't run the ball, it doesn't matter who they got on the outside, and they only got those 2 guys.
They will not be able to run the ball.
Yeah, so you got to run the ball in the NFL. If you don't run the ball, you will not win games.
Especially recently. I mean, the running game has come back, which is good to see.
So if they can't run it, it don't matter how healthy Dak is and how good CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens could, God knows what he could do out there on the field with his attitude. It gets squirrely quick for him if they can't run the ball.
Yeah, that's
true. But it's okay. They've got a head coach with a tremendous amount of head coaching experience.
That's what I've heard.
Jerry's got all the confidence in the world, and that was shown at the press conference when he introduced him as the new coach. He didn't even say his name because he didn't know his name. So.
And they didn't they do it with CD last year? They on opening night, a banner night, they announced CeeDee Lamb's contract. So I wouldn't be shocked if they do the same thing with Micah to kind of take some shine off the Eagles, like literally right before kickoff announced that Micah signs his extension just to try and throw a jab at the Eagles, before the game starts or something.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was Bill Simmons who said this last week that It just sometimes it seems like this stuff. I mean, we're some of us are wrestling fans, and there's you hear the term, it's a work or whatever. Sometimes it just feels like that Jerry does this shit just to keep the Cowboys' name in the headlines. You know what I mean? So I don't know. We'll see what happens. But
that's fair. But there's the modern player. I don't know. Parsons just seems very much like the old and living color skit. Homie, don't play that. So we'll see what happens.
We'll
what
see.
about McLaurin? What do you think is going on with his holdout?
Nothing's changed, right? Is he practicing? Is he actually? I don't think he is, right?
I don't think he is.
Yeah. And by the way, Parsons didn't even show up today. This is the first time in camp he didn't even show up. So just to put a bow on that. Bubba, I'm going to ask you a question real quick, but since I'm a Steelers fan, I'll just mention that it came out today that Hayward and Boswell, they're two All-Pros from last year, All-Pro DT, All-Pro kicker, both, although are in camp and they're doing individual stuff, but they're both doing the whole hold-in thing because they're looking for new contracts too. So, Steelers aren't immune to this nonsense, but we'll see what happens here. Bubba, give us the scoop on Tampa. What's going on with the Bucs?
I mean, one thing that Tyler, you just said at the run game, Bucky Irvin's coming back, so he's healthy. They got Rashad White too, so they got two great running backs. It should be fine. Baker, I saw a stat today. Baker threw 18 touchdowns against the blitz last year. That's number one in the NFL. 4,200 yards passed or 3,600. I forgot how many yards passed him, but he had 4,200. Yeah, 4,200, I think. I mean, they're strong. Like I said, they're one injury away from being, nothing. The second round pick, Benjamin Morrison, he pulled his hamstring, so he's going to be out for a few weeks, but I think he'll be fine. I like it. I mean, there's a lot of hype. They think that they're good, and I think they're going to win the division again pretty easily. And if Baker stays healthy and the defense stays healthy, I was looking at our defensive roster today. Everyone's pretty much healthy in the starting D, so we should be fine. I mean, I don't see an issue with it, and
offensive line's being considered top 5 too.
Yeah, no, and that rookie wideout we got.
Apparently they're saying that guy's the real deal. Everyone out of camp's like, this guy's legit. Yeah, like Mike Evans is like, this is the most talent we've ever had on offense,
which is crazy because I looked at the wide receivers too. Like, there's some. I mean, Mike Evans. There's some big names on there, and this rookie that came in here, the Bucs social media though has got to kind of cool down. They put a picture of him like up today like this, and it was like something about Canton, Ohio already, and I was like, what? Like, who the hell's running?
Maybe he's from there.
Yeah, I mean, listen,
let's look that up.
Yeah, but there's certain things you could tell from that, and even though they were in shells today, Jeff, they put up a video of him. He ran a 15-yard dig, and he put a jab step to his outside. He came across the middle. The D-back had no idea what to do, and he caught the ball, and two guys converged on him, and he split the difference. Doesn't matter if there was pads or not. Yeah. He was just gone. He just one foot plant gone. I was like,
he's special, yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't the Bucs social media. It was Kay Adams that tweeted that. Hang it up in Canton. Yeah.
How dare you? Kay Adams could do whatever she likes.
Yeah, that's the next. That is the next text is she's hot. Leave her alone. That's somebody texted that.
Yeah, I'm excited for the Bucs though. I think the Bucs have a sneaky little chance to do something special this year. I mean, lost a team that went to the NFC Championship game. Now they got waxed, but who knows? Who knows how it goes. If Baker doesn't fumble the ball last year in that playoff game, very well might win that game.
Absolutely,
you never know. Obviously, I think the Eagles still win probably against us, but you never know. I believe we played them. We beat them earlier in the year.
Too. There were some coaching mistakes too.
Yeah. I think we beat the Eagles earlier in the year as well.
We did.
Yeah. So
Jeff, I guess everyone's healthy. They're optimistic going in, and there should be no reason they shouldn't win the division easily.
Yeah, not as a Tampa. I mean, I'm not a Tampa fan, obviously, but I like their chances too. I mean, I think Washington takes a step back. Tyler, to your point, I think they take a step back. I do think the Eagles are going to be really good again this year. Really, no reason not to think that. other than the whole Super Bowl hangover thing. But they already went through that kind of, you know what I mean? So I think they'll learn from that. But Tampa's got they should win the division, like you guys said. And, we'll see. I mean, are there any – you got Detroit, right? There's a lot of people kind of think Detroit's going to take a step back. I'm not sure I agree with that, but
I don't see that. But I've heard that, but I don't.
Just
see
depends
that.
how the offensive coordinator is, and they lost their guy at offensive coordinator. So what's going to happen?
They did lose a couple good coaches.
I think they lost both their coordinators.
Yeah,
but it seems like Dan Campbell definitely has a pulse on that locker room. So he flipped that whole thing. So who knows what he could do? It seems like he made Detroit go from nothing to something pretty quick.
Yeah.
The two coordinators, I believe, both are part of the organization. They're not new, so they came in. He's a culture guy. Everybody plays hard for their head coach. Mm-hmm. I don't think the positional coach is going to have that much of an impact. And I got to be honest with you, the previous offensive coordinator, a lot of gimmick plays in situations where there was no need for gimmick plays.
Yeah.
And Gibbs is the starter this year. You look at the numbers he put up. He didn't play in 80% of first quarter snaps last year. So I don't know. I think they're loaded again, and their defense obviously was decimated by injury. So again, not to step on the preview coming up, but I'm not too worried about a huge regression from them.
All right.
So
nope. I think the Panthers will be better than spoiler. I think the Panthers will be a little better than people think too.
I agree.
Okay, we'll see.
I agree. So, all right. Well,
that's enough NFL talk for preseason, right?
No, it is not. It is not.
All right, what else you got? What do you got?
I want to know if we had an over/under based on tomorrow's performance. Do we see Shedeur Sanders on the field in a Browns uniform again after tomorrow night?
Yes.
Okay. Do you think he plays in the regular season this year?
Well, that depends on injuries. I don't think – so Schefter threw out a tweet a few days ago saying that it's more likely than not that they keep 4 quarterbacks on their roster, which is insane. And because most teams this year only these days only keep 2. You know what I mean?
Right.
So they're talking about keeping 4, which is crazy. But I don't think he sees the field unless a couple of guys get hurt. But I do think he'll play more in the preseason. I don't think this will be his only preseason game. So
I think he's good. I've always said that. I like him as a quarterback. I don't know why everybody fucking hates the guy. I think he's a great quarterback. And I
don't hate him. I have no ill will.
No, I don't hate him either. No.
I don't know what he did other than Jeff, we had a long discussion about this on one of the earlier pods.
Yeah.
But I think he's poised. I don't think he's scared to take a hit. He took a shit ton of hits at Colorado. I'm not saying he's the most accurate, but he's got a plus arm. It's not a weak arm. So I don't know. I just feel like if he doesn't seem like the type of kid that's not in the playbook, not watching film. It seems like he's doing those things, but you never know.
No, I don't have anything against the guy, honestly. Why would I, right? But he's not a great athlete, which again goes against his lineage, which is kind of surprising. He's not a great athlete. And you said he's got a decent arm, and that's what he's got. He's got a decent arm, so we'll see. The reports on him, and again, we're talking about preseason, so I hesitate to put too much into this stuff. But
you think he's better than the other guy, Gabriel? I think he's better than Dylan Gabriel.
I don't know. So.
Yeah, I don't know. Gabriel could probably throw the ball. Like if you're talking about just a pure thrower, Gabriel could probably throw the ball better than he can, but that doesn't mean he's a better quarterback.
Well, and Gabriel's a big play guy with his legs too.
Yeah.
That's true. Dylan Gabriel played higher level of competition as well.
That's for sure.
In college than Shedeur. Shedeur played some, excuse my language, dog shit in college defensively, and it wasn't that impressive. His career average, I think he went 500, but he got his number retired. So
yeah. Listen, his brother looks good for the Bucs.
Yeah, I think he might make the team.
He just got listed as the fourth string safety.
Yeah.
Fourth string safety.
Fourth string safety.
There is such a thing.
There's a thing.
Our guys get hurt. Our guys get hurt all the time, Jeff. Watch a Bucs game. They leave every 3 plays.
Our lovely QB says he's gonna. Our head coach says he's gonna make the team.
All right, over under touchdown passes for Shedeur. I'm going to set the line at 1.5 tomorrow night.
You talk. So just for tomorrow night?
Just for tomorrow night.
I'll take under on that. Yeah, I'll take the under.
How about the entire preseason?
Over.
I think he throws more than that tomorrow. He might be the only quarterback that goes out there tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'll take the over.
He's going to play all 4 quarters tomorrow. He might play all 4 quarters tomorrow.
I don't think we see him after tomorrow.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, Gabriel's out, Pickett out. So, I mean, they're not throwing Deshaun out there. So it's him and Flacco.
Huntley.
Yeah,
right?
they signed Huntley.
Yeah.
Shedeur might get the whole game.
He might.
What if he just balls? What if he throws for like 370? Just like crazy. He immediately goes to the starting position? Because
probably not.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know.
To Joe Flacco or him?
Apparently, he hasn't been getting many reps in practice, which is not a good sign.
No, it's not.
No. Traditionally speaking, not.
Which is why they're just literally throwing him to the Rams. This is a Toronto Argonauts audition. Is what this is.
It might be.
Man. Going
hard and pain on it. All right. Well, let's shift some gears. Let's get into baseball real quick because the Yankees are swooning. We did a pod last week. We were talking about some close division races, and the Phillies and Brewers said, hold my bear to both of us, and decided they were just going to rip off some wins post All-Star break. What are we thinking about baseball right now?
Well, the Mets certainly helped the Phillies in that regard, right? They're not all of a sudden they're not playing very well. But as far as the Yankees go, I mean, we should just stop talking about them because every time we talk about them, like we seem to curse them. We did that with Judge, 4 weeks ago, where he went to this huge slump, but then he got hurt, and now the Yankees they went from being comfortably in the first wild card spot. Now they're like holding on for the third. They're holding on for the lives for the third wild card spot, and that all happened like in a week. So yeah. Look, I still think they'll be okay. They just got Judge back. He's only played a couple of games, but I think they'll be fine. The relievers that they traded for that we talked about last week, one of them's already been demoted to AAA, which is funny. But he was the one that I mentioned at the time. I mean, he was kind of like a depth arm guy, so it's really not that surprising. The other two got hammered in their first game that they pitched, but since then they've been lights out, including a 5-out save last night, So I think they're going to be fine. Everything will sort of even out. There's still, almost 50 games left in the season. They'll be okay. But, we'll see what happens.
Well, it's the power of the podcasters. We've done 20 of these, so we have the ability to jinx teams. So
we've jinxed the Yankees. I don't know about anybody else, but we've jinxed the Yankees twice. So that's for sure.
Bob, any baseball thoughts on your end?
No, I mean, the team that shocked me the most is Detroit this year. It looks like they're going to run with that division. I mean, they're only up a game and a half, but they played the Indians twice in 2 series, one home, one away at the end of the season.
They're up 5 games. It's just,
are they?
Yeah, they were up 9. They were up 9 at the All-Star break.
The Indians have been playing really well lately.
Yeah.
So yeah,
and they're still up 5.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I mean, the Marlins have been playing well. The Pirates have been playing well for them. So I mean, it is good to see some other teams doing a little bit of damage. The Padres are now, we talked about the Padres last week. They were sort of just barely holding on to the third wild card spot, and now they're 2 games back in the division. So yeah. So I mean, look, we're coming down to crunch time, and all these games matter now. The Mariners won today 4-3 on a walk-off. I was hoping they would lose because all these games start to matter now at this time of year. So
yeah, it's crunch time for sure.
Yeah.
All right. You guys want to get into any cricket or overseas soccer? No? All right.
I'm okay. Yeah.
Let's jump right into bragging rights then.
Let's do it.
Let's run it. Didn't have anybody last week. We skipped out on bragging rights last week, but we got something going this week. So, Jeff, why don't you lead us off, buddy?
All right. I'm going to look real quick here. Okay. So, baseball-wise, I got the Pirates giving 1.5 runs. That means they got to win by at least 2. Right now, they're up 4-0 in the 6th. Marlins just have to win, and they are currently up 6-2 in the 4th. So I'm looking good from a baseball perspective. I also have a couple of football games going here. Bengals, Eagles. Last time I saw it was 14-7 Cincinnati. Let me just see real quick here. It's 14-10 right now. So I'm counting on the Eagles coming back and just winning there. And then late night tonight, I got the Seahawks also just need to win. It's weird. I mean, both Philly and Seattle were big underdogs, both playing at home. I mean, again, preseason games, right? So we take it with a grain of salt, but that still seemed odd to me. So that's why I hammered both of those. And, I'm looking good on baseball, and we'll see if football can come through for me. So
giddy up.
By the way, just real quick, 25 pays 908.
Look at that.
Yeah, this is a big one. Yeah.
35-1. Let's go.
Yeah.
Love that. We got another good one here. Jay Ash throwing a little bit of everything here.
Hold my beer, Jeff. So, 25.
Wow.
25 pays 1,057. That's 41-1. We've got Russell Henley to finish top 10, first playoff segment in the PGA, St. Jude Classic. He's currently T7, I believe. So sitting right where I thought he would be. Let's see how it goes the next 3 days. Ravens to win, plus 210. I put in a side bet on this with Ravens plus 6. We were talking about this game earlier, but plus 2 win.
They're up
plus
big.
210 to win.
They're big right now, yeah.
Yeah. This was just a historical play. Harbaugh for his career is 43-12 in the preseason.
Yeah.
They won 23 straight preseason games, which got snapped last year for the first time. So coaching, they coach to win these games, and the Colts are terrible. So I just thought that was a juicy line. I got the Rams over the Cowboys because they're the Rams and they're the Cowboys.
By the way, I'm sorry to cut you off, but the Ravens playing at home too, right? Big underdogs playing at home. I don't know. It doesn't make much sense.
No, it doesn't make much sense.
Yeah.
So and I have the LA Chargers, formerly known as the San Diego Chargers, or as Jeff still calls them. I just like them against, potentially the worst team in football this year. I don't see a scenario where the Saints are just rolling in there gangbusters with a new coaching staff, et cetera. So, and again, I just referenced that the Harbaugh in Baltimore likes to win. His brother's just as fanatical too. So I think it's more of a culture thing. So if the Ravens hold on tonight, I like the football plays. We'll see what happens, but I'm looking forward to cashing 25 to win 1,057.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Yeah.
That would be amazing.
Yeah. So
very nice, very nice. And then we got Bubba to round it out here.
All righty. For some reason, my Hard Rock app is waiting for another half run to be scored in that Mariners White Sox games because it's still showing that selections. But unfortunately, I'm already out. I had the over in that game, and the final score was 4-3 Mariners. I took the Lions tomorrow night, money line. I don't think the Falcons are going to be that great either. Second string, third string, or fourth string. The Pirates are up, I think 4 or 5-0 right now, and then I got the Braves plus a run and a half, and they are down 5-2 or 4-2. They're down 4 now.
Yeah.
So I need some work there. It's early in that game, but unfortunately, I'm out unless they're paying out.
Yeah, and you bet double
what you 50.
Yeah, you went big there, huh?
Yeah, I guess so. I guess I can't follow directions either, so I would have lost on a technicality even if I won.
Painful lesson. We would have adjusted it for inflation, right?
Yeah.
So. All right. Well, listen, everybody, thanks for tuning in. 20 episodes. Can't wait for the next 20.
Very excited about what we got coming up here. In the next
hit the likes, hit the subscribe, and we got some good shit coming your way soon. So,
start 20 new accounts, hit the like button 20 times, and subscribe. That would be great. At Casual Chaos Live are the socials. Again, TikTok, Instagram, X, social media. Connect with us. DM us your tickets. DM us your plays. Reach out on X, start some polls, start a conversation with us. We're excited to engage with you. Again, check out the pod, Spotify, Apple, YouTube. The YouTube live channel, again, is Casual Chaos Live. We are looking forward to next week. We are looking forward to some exciting things in August as we get ready to ramp up for football. Any parting shots, guys?
No.
Send us your bragging rights, man. Get involved.
Yep.
Get involved. Get involved. Let's go, people. All right. On that note, we are out. Great job, fellas.
Go Bucs. See you guys.
Bye. Hi, everyone. This is Jay Ash, one of the hosts of the Casual Cast podcast you are about to listen to discusses gambling and wagering on sporting events. Please be advised the gambling and sports wagering content during this podcast is for informational and entertainment purposes only and does not constitute financial or gambling advice. Sports wagering involves significant risk. If you choose to gamble, please do so responsibly and only gamble with funds that you can comfortably afford to lose. All opinions, wagering tickets discussed, or implied wagers on the Casual Cast podcast are not guarantees to result in financial gain. You must be 21 years or older or of legal gambling age in your jurisdiction to participate in sports wagering. Please verify the gambling and sports wagering laws and regulations within your jurisdiction prior to placing bets. Listeners are solely responsible for their own wagering decisions and outcomes. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, help is available. Call or text the National Problem Gambling Helpline at 1-800-GAMBLER. That's 1-800-426-2537. We encourage everyone to engage with sports betting responsibly. The host and the Casual Cast podcast assume no liability for any losses incurred as a result of listening to this content.